Cup Championship is always a great family day out, especially today when the sun's shining and they've opened the grid for all the spectators to come onto the grid, meet the teams, meet the drivers, and just basically have a good day. But I'm going to have a quick chat with Darren. Darren, I know last time I spoke to you at Brands, you said it was the first time you were racing in 18 years.
That's right, yeah.
So I'm guessing today you're still finding your feet, really. Yep,
but it's getting a bit better. Gone a bit quicker this time than we did. We tested on the Indy circuit on the Friday before the last race, and I've gone a little bit quicker than then, so yeah, getting better all the time.
Tell us about this Indy circuit. How's it for the car? How's it for you as a driver?
Demanding, because you never get a chance to rest at all. You know, there's no long straights really. You're always turning one way or the other. So you know, fatigue sets in quite quickly. But other than that, no, it's a good circuit because it's easy to remember. You know, it's a very straightforward circuit.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Now I'm on the grid with Mike Saunders and his dad. It's a family affair, isn't it, today? Just tell us how qualifying went, because I know you had a few problems with grip, and you know you weren't the only one, in fact.
Yeah, we're used to running on Dunlop tyres, so it's a new tyres, interesting. The car was okay. It just felt a bit like a rally car, very sideways. But you know, we're confident. Car should be quicker in a race. Change some settings for mechanic, sorted that out.
Now we've been patiently awaiting you down here on the grid. Just tell us what was going on in the garage.
Yeah, we started the car having made a load of changes, struggling in qualifying, and then found the exhaust was blowing. So we had to quickly jack the car up, do a bit of a modification underneath to get it sealed off, and here we are, luckily.
Here's the grid for our first sprint race. It's Alex Martin on pole position with Michael Saunders alongside, then Kevin Riley and Nigel Mustel in fourth. Fifth place on the grid, Chris Randall, then Dan Stringfellow, Darren Litton, the man we just heard from, Rupert Martin in eighth with Jeff Wyatt ninth, and then Marcus Vivian. Chris Bentley, Sam Mole and Phil Collard complete the grid. There is Phil Collard in the Mazda at the back of the field. So good to welcome yet another mark to the GT Cup Championship for 2013. But it's an all-yellow front row. Alex Martin on the inside gets away very quickly. Michael Saunders in second position. Alex Martin wants to do what he did in race number one. Here's the view from Jeff Wyatt. Pole position in GTA. Rupert Martin there. Going round to the outside of him is Dan Stringfellow. The cars head up to Druids. On the inside goes Darren Litton. So Darren makes up a place. Very frenetic opening lap, but good driving standards at the moment from everybody, despite the close proximity of the cars. There, through on the inside goes Marcus Vivian. Pole position in class. Chris Bentley going through as well. So Jeff Wyatt past Marcus Vivian into the class lead. So it's Nigel Mustel driving, and it's a drive-through penalty for Alex Martin. He's judged to have jumped the start, and a drive-through penalty. When is the weekend going to come to Alex Martin? He was pole for the two-driver race, the endurance race. Pole position for this one. He got taken out in the first race, and now his jump start giving him the drive-through. He's away down the field, but I'm sure we're going to see a recovery drive from him. There's his dad in the red and yellow Ferrari. And Rupert telling me that he wants to add some aero to the car for the next round as well. So I think he'll be getting in the mix as well, which is great to see. Darren Litton looking up the inside in the 27 Porsche. Cracking battle going on between those cars. Dan Stringfellow in the BMW bringing up the rear of this trio up to Druids. Second in the championship now, incidentally, Rupert Martin. We're on board with Jeff Wyatt. Through goes Alex Martin, past Marcus Vivian safely this time. Jeff Wyatt's going through as well. This the battle for the class lead. And Marcus Vivian gets the lead back. So Jeff Wyatt in the Jeff Still Racing BMW trying all he can to get the class lead back off of Marcus. And through goes Michael Saunders into the lead. Cracking manoeuvre by the TVR Cervera past the GTO rival GTO car of Kevin Riley. So it's the Mosler down to second. TVR and Mosler, of course, two names that bring to mind Martin Short, who we saw doing so well at Donington Park in our first programme of the season. But it's the Cerberus that has the lead. Michael Saunders, wonderful to have him back in GTO, in the GT Cup Championship, running in the GTO class. Chris Randall round the outside in the Lotus Europa. Jeff White in the 77 car, still running second in class at the moment. Look at the Lotus, very nimble down the inside. Oh, and Marcus Vivian grabs the line. There's the view of that manoeuvre from Chris Randall. Chris disappointed with that drive shaft failure in the endurance race, but it seems that all is running well in the car at the moment. And now dives down the inside of Marcus Vivian. He's through safely, and now he can start to try and chase Rupert Martin. Jeff White's going to have a look down the inside, side by side for the lead in GTA, and it's a change in position. Jeff White goes through, Marcus Vivian back down to second, but he's a fighter. That's what we've seen of him so far. Down through Paddock Hill Bend, this is the view with Chris Randall. Chris trying to chase down Rupert Martin. There's Marcus Vivian, again a very wide line in the Ginetta G50. You can see the yellow square with the black cross indicating that he's a relative newcomer to racing. Rupert Martin now passed by the Lotus along Cooper Straight. He'll make his way down towards 30s. Looks like things relatively settled at the moment for GTA. Now Randall working his way through the field. Back at the front though, Michael Saunders being chased hard by the Mosler of Kevin Riley. It's great to see that Kevin Riley Motorsport, the team, have got that car sorted out, but it's still TVR at the moment. You can see Lotus ahead, and I think we're going to see the Lotus laps. Yep, down on the inside goes Michael Saunders. Comes from Sevenoaks, does Michael. Good clean manoeuvre through. Chris read that well, kept to the outside, and I think we'll see the Mosler go through. There it is, chasing in second position. It's a very keen battle, not only for the overall race, but also for honours in GTO here. So Michael Saunders chasing hard. Kevin Riley taking the class win in our first race, his first class win of the year, and off goes Marcus Vivian, surrendering the GTA battle to Jeff Steele. This is what happened. Maybe a wheel on the outside of Graham Hill Bend. And when you get on the gas there, on the grass, the wheels spin, the car takes the spin, hopefully he'll recover. But Jeff Wyatt then, on his way now, we would think, to a GTA win. He's well clear. Michael Saunders in the yellow TVR, still leading the Mosler of Kevin Riley. One of our older drivers. You just wouldn't know it, would you, from the way Kevin Riley races hard. Chris Randall leading GTB, and the race leader comes together with Marcus Vivian. Well, the second time in two races, Marcus Vivian clatters with the overall race leader. Is there damage on the TVR? He's still in front as they go out of shot. This is what happened. He's coming across. He wasn't all the way across the circuit. But Marcus, there's the race leader in yellow going through. There's the Mosler, and it is a problem. Mike Saunders is going to be out of the race. That is bitter disappointment. So twice we've seen the race leader come a cropper with Marcus Vivian, and now it's the Mosler in front. Sam Mole in the Porsche Cayman is going to be the car to be lapped. He's running well. It was a podium finish for them in the endurance race, which I know that the team were happy with. Michael Saunders into retirement in pit lane. And it's Kevin Riley. Are we going to see an overall race win for Kevin Riley? He's got a good lead at the moment, but the invitation class car of Nigel Mustel is closing in. Chris Bentley ahead into the closing stages of the race. We're into the last lap now. Sam Mole moves over, allows the faster cars through. The invitation class car is closing in. Nigel Mustel's closing up. The checkered flag beckons on the inside. In the Mosler, it's Kevin Riley up to the line. It's side by side. Well, goodness me, the Riley takes the win, but the championship points, of course, go to Kevin Riley, who wins GTO. Alex Martin there in the Ferrari carved his way through the field. He takes the GTC win and third position overall. So Nigel Mustel, the winner from Kevin Riley, he's the GTO winner. GTC goes to Alex Martin in third. Chris Randall wins GTB in 4th. Then it's Darren Litton and Rupert Martin. Jeff Wyatt in 7th place, winning GTA, ahead of Chris Bentley.
Alex, that drive-through penalty really didn't do you any favours, but nevertheless, you're 3rd overall and winner of your class.
Yeah, and quite like we got the fastest overall lap time, so I didn't really need to jump the start. I was a bit of a naughty boy there. I deserved that. You know, the marshals and the stewards, they do a great job, and I deserved the drive-through. But it was good fun. I got to overtake the whole grid.
Chris, 4th overall, just a fast, consistent race for you, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, for me it was about keeping out of trouble, really. I've been having problems with drive shafts this weekend, and I really wanted to look after the car and bring it home in one piece, and we did that, so it's spot on.
I thought I had it in the bag. 3 laps from the end, my paddle shift started to play up, and I did, I think, 1 lap in 6th gear, the whole lap in 1 gear, wouldn't go down, did the hairpin in 5th gear, whoopee. So just no speed at all. I lost the whole lot just because of that small problem. What a shame.
Jeff, 2nd race of the weekend, 2nd podium for you, so it's going pretty well so far.
Yeah, like it, nice.
Any plans for the 3rd race? Are you going to do anything differently? But you must be feeling pretty positive so far.
Well, hopefully the team are going to give me a new clutch, because I spent half that race clutchless, which has been interesting. But so I was really pleased to see the checkered flag at the end of it. But the car was great, so hopefully the clutch problem will get sorted and more of the same next time, basically.